Howdy y'all, welcome back to the channel. Today we're back with another banger video just like every other one. Without further ado, let's jump straight into it. Alright, today's story is about me and my two close buddies, Jamal and Mikey, running away from the cops baked. It was an ordinary day and we were just chilling over at Mikey's house when we came up with the smart idea to go and ding-dong ditch some fellers. We had one person in mind, but before we were gonna go out and explore the development, we had to smoke some dope first. So we call our dealer up, the Black Widow. Eventually he pulls up in his Honda Civic and we walk over to his car. He rolls down the window and some words were shared and we give him the money. He gives us the weed. And before long, we're down in the basement with Mikey's older brother passing around the bong. I take a couple rips. I'm pretty lit, feeling just good. At this point, it was about 10 at night and the sun was pretty much all the way down. So we head out and like I said, we're going to this one guy's particular house. So we get there. He's got a couple trees around and like I said, Mikey lives in a kind of development area. So there's quite a bit of houses around. Like there's the pavement road and then we got house, little bit of trees, house, little bit of trees. So we go into this guy's yard. We're behind the trees and we come up with the idea of who's going to take turns. So first of all, Jamal's up first. So Jamal goes up to the door. He takes 3 hits on the door. Big knocks. So me and Mikey are pissing ourselves laughing. Jamal runs over and squats beside us. 5 seconds later, the door swings open and it's a middle-aged man, the guy we were going right for, and he's in his robe and slippers. Now, he looks out the door, looks to his right and left with that mean, scruffy look of his, and he slams the door shut. And we are just laughing. And of course, we're not going to stop there. So we got me and then Mikey. We go to the front door and the back door. So we're covering both doors. And there wasn't cameras or anything. So we weren't scared at all. So we go on 3. 1, 2, 3. We pound on the door. And they got a dog that starts barking. We run back. Jamal is actually videotaping us from the trees. And we run back behind the trees. And to our surprise, the guy didn't come out again. So we're like, oh, are you kidding me? So we're like, okay, whatever. We're going to go walk and see if we can find some other houses. So as we're walking, we're kind of walking down this one pavement road that goes development on one side, and it's a through road. So we're just walking down it, and all of a sudden we see some headlights coming up. We're not thinking anything of it. They turn the corner, so they're coming directly at us. And all of a sudden, we see the side of the car as it turns, and it's an RCMP car. We are like, oh shit. So we start running, and we're running through people's backyards. I look beside me, and Jamal's running. We look behind us, and Mikey's nowhere in sight. But at this point, it was kind of every man for themselves. We weren't going back for Mikey, and Mikey wasn't coming for us. So me and Jamal are running through people's backyards. The cops have the sirens on at this point, and we see this bright light shining through all the trees. And we knew it wasn't the sirens, so we kind of get a better look. And they got a spotlight on the roof of their car shining, trying to look for us. So we knew that this was the real deal. We were in over our heads. And I'm really high at this point. And it wasn't really hitting me that this was real reality and I wasn't in a movie. But I just knew, movie or reality, I wasn't going to get caught by the police. All I knew down in the pit of my heart is I was better than that. So we end up finding this good bush to lie down in. So here we are, we're just lying down in the bush. And at this point, we're trying to catch our breath because the bombers we took just destroyed our lungs. We were done for after all that running. A couple minutes later, we see the cop car roll by. And so we're like, okay, I think the cop car's leaving by about now. Now, at this point, we hadn't seen Mikey, and we had seen a shadow on the road. So the only person that we could have thought that was Mikey. So we kind of get up a little bit. We're thinking the coast is clear, right? And we kind of say, Mikey, Mikey. And sure enough, the shadow looks at us, and we're thinking it's Mikey. All of a sudden, we hear, get over here, you little shits. So me and Jamal look at each other, and the shadow starts coming up to us, and we see a baseball bat in his hand. And the only person we know that would have had the baseball bat and would have been coming after us was the guy we ding-dong ditched, as well as that guy was the man who called the cops on us. So me and Jamal start booking it the other way, and this guy is coming after us. He is fully prepared to smack us over the head with that baseball bat. So me and Jamal are running for our lives, and we kind of get behind these trees, and the guy is obviously way slow behind us because he's in his probably mid-40s. He's literally still in his house robe, but he has shoes on this time at least. And Jamal looks at me, and he's panting away. And the adrenaline was just getting to me, where at this point I could run like Forrest Gump. But Jamal, on the other hand, was not so fortunate with his lungs, and he's panting away. And he looks at me with like a sad puppy dog, and he says, I don't know if I could keep going. I don't know. And I grab Jamal by the shoulders, and I shake that guy, and I just say, Jamal, look at me. We gotta keep going, Jamal. We gotta keep going. If we stop now, all that we have accomplished will go down the drain, and you won't be able to be safe and sound in your house. You'll be either getting smashed over the head with a baseball bat or in jail for God knows what they'll charge you with. So Jamal mumbles something, and he just shakes his head. So I know Jamal is on the same page as me, and we start running. And we are going in the direction to Jamal's house, which is about a mile away at this point. And we're running, and we look behind us. That guy's nowhere to be found. We are kind of out of Mikey's development now, and we still haven't heard from Mikey. We don't know where he is. We don't know if he's at his house or where, but we just know we are heading to Jamal's house. So we're just walking down the street at this point. It's quite chill. Eventually we make it back to Jamal's house, and we call Mikey, and it sounded like Mikey got home safe and sound. He was home a lot quicker than we were home, but that's alright. So we lighted another joint, and we made some chicken tenders for the rest of the night, and just pretty much chuckled about what just happened. So that's the story about us getting chased by the cops while baked. I hope you guys enjoyed today's story. Thank you so much for listening, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace.